Ah, what a nice day. Man, that's some damn good porridge too. Hang on a minute. What's this? Oh shit. Okay. All right. Oh my god, my favorite creator just followed me on Instagram. Okay. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I say? Okay. Don't freak out. It's all good. You've got this. You got this. Hey man. What's going on? Like, you're the best. Your work is no. That's just stupid. Okay. All right. All right. Let's just do this. All right. Deep breath. You got this, man. You got this. What's crack-a-lackin', my dude? How's things going over there? Oh, alright, okay, that's just shit. Alright, next one. Your work is by far the most inspiring thing in the world. You have changed my life forever. Okay, no, that sucks. Alright, one more time. Take a deep breath. You've got this. Hey man, my name is Warwick and I'm a filmmaker. Nice to meet you. We should get together sometime and get some coffee, do some films. Let me know, my brother. Oh god, why did I say that? Maybe you watched that section of the video and you just thought to yourself, hey, I've been in that situation before. Well, I can relate to that as well. I've been in that situation many times before in the past. In my last video, I quickly touched on how I got myself out of a really terrible financial situation through networking and in luck. Today, I want to explore that idea more and how creating your own luck as an introvert can help benefit your career. If you're an introvert just like myself, you would know in social situations or networking environments for that matter, that there are extroverts that are kind of, leading conversations and you feel like you're just kind of getting in people's way and you might just be, you want to say something, you want to talk to people, but you're scared that you want to make a dick of yourself. So you just kind of sit there for the whole night and you don't say anything and you kind of leave defeated. I've been in so many situations like that over the last 10 years and I want to talk about what I did to overcome my shyness and my introvertness, if that's a word, to network with other creatives and how it got me to advance my career. And even recording these videos makes me so nervous. I actually have to do so many takes to get it right because I always jumble on my words and I'm scared I'm going to say something stupid and then the whole internet will laugh at me. But I'm going to push through it because I love putting videos on my YouTube channel and I'm hoping that it'll push me further in my career down the track. So in school, I was a shy kid because I got bullied a lot and I was always scared of saying things because I didn't want to get picked on during lunch and I was just nervous about trying to make new friends. So growing up, I didn't really have many friends. But as I grew up into a teenager, I realized that I needed to get myself out there more. I wanted to become a filmmaker and I just wanted to network with as many people as I could just to create fun projects. At the time I was filming a lot of gigs and to get myself involved in the music scene, it just meant I just had to hit up random people that I knew through school or whatever and try to make connections through that way. I actually vividly remember one of my first conversations that I had on MSN with a music photographer in my hometown. We were about 16 or 17 at the time and I just remember being so nervous to talk to him on the internet just to make a connection and be like, oh, I heard you're going to this gig on Saturday. I'm going to be there filming. We should hang out, I guess. And God, like, it's so cringy just thinking back on that. But I'm so glad I did it because if I didn't do that, if I didn't force myself to go to a gig where I didn't know anyone at all, I probably wouldn't have a career now. As time went on, I started graduating high school and I moved from my small town of about 15,000 people to Brisbane, a more established city. I knew that I had to kind of keep up that momentum, but I still had that really scary feeling every single time I would find myself in new social situations. For example, I remember one of the first gigs I went to in Brisbane. I remember I was walking from the train station at the time and I just saw some kids that looked like they were going to the gig as well and I just kind of approached them and I didn't know anyone at this point. It was my first time making friends in Brisbane and again, it's just one of those situations I'm really glad I got myself out of my little shyness to make new friends and it helped me with my career. So how did I do this? How did I go from being this little quiet kid to being not so much loud but definitely extroverted and pushing myself in situations? Well, I just decided to act. It was a really weird experience. I remember just kind of putting on a new persona and just masking out everything. And a lot of these conversations that I had is kind of a blur now because I don't even remember what I said, but it obviously worked because I made some connections and it helped me to get to where I'm at now. There were other avenues of networking that I did when I got started. I filmed a lot of nightclubs when I was living in Brisbane. Wasn't earning much money, but it was another situation where I could get myself out there. So I'd get drink cards, I'd have a few drinks, just kind of, you know, loosen up a little bit, and then just start firing conversations with random people and giving out business cards and trying to meet as many people as I could. And don't get me wrong, I'm almost 30 now, and every single time I find myself in social situations, I still get that same feeling of, oh my god, I don't want to make an idiot of myself, I hope this works out for me, and like, you know, I just get like all these thoughts running through my head, and it kind of throws me off. But then I remember for the last 10 years, I've been doing this same technique, so I'm kind of used to it now, but it still doesn't make it any less daunting whatsoever. And through all of these situations, I have been able to create my own luck to get to where I'm at now. I've never really believed in the term of creating your own luck until like the last few months or so, when I've had a lot of time to sit down and reflect over my career, and yeah, all these situations have led up to where I'm at now. It's actually been 5 years since I released a project that had a major impact on my career. It was a music video for a band called Trophy Eyes. It was for their single In Return, and they were signed to a label in LA. I still remember the whole process of getting that email, planning out the video, going up to Newcastle and shooting it, and the release of the video as a whole. That project alone got me started working with Trophy Eyes over a number of years, and that opened up so many different avenues and doors for me to work with different companies all around the world, and it's what slowly transitioned me into actually doing commercial work. How this project all came about actually started a few years prior. When I was in Melbourne for the first time as a filmmaker, I was working with a local band doing like a little tour diary documentary kind of thing, and I saw this kid at the venue with a 5D, and I was like, hey, this guy looks like he does filmmaking as well. Maybe I'll go up and introduce myself. Him and I get chatting. He tells me his name is Ed and he's a music video director. We show each other some work and we add each other on Facebook, and we've been really good friends ever since. Ed then introduced me to his friend Chris, who is a producer from Sydney, and a couple of years after we all formed this friendship together, I got an email from Trophy Eyes saying, hey, do you want to do our music video? We asked Chris, but he's not available. Would you want to do it? And in the last few months, it's really got me thinking, if I never forced myself to get out there and meet new people, I wouldn't have met this band that I was working with in Melbourne. I wouldn't have met Ed, Chris, Trophy Eyes. Like, I probably wouldn't have had the career that I've got now. And it's something that I'm still very, very grateful for. Now, this video isn't like an inspirational piece or anything like that with some hectic Hans Zimmer soundtrack over the back of it. It's just a real story of a guy who wanted to get himself into filmmaking and now created this ridiculous career that I've got now. What also got me thinking about this video was a tweet that I saw the other day from director David Farrier. He's based in New Zealand, and he did the documentary series Dark Tourist. If you haven't checked it out yet on Netflix, I highly recommend it. It's an absolutely incredible series. And his tweet says, my advice for anyone who gets freaked out with social interactions: just remember, none of those idiots know you're freaked out or anxious. To them, you totally fit in and are fine. No one can see your brain. That's all hidden. So remember that, relax, and ease into it. Now, I feel as if that's a very important message because, you know, 10 plus years ago when I started to force myself to get out there, that's the mentality that I had. I was like, these people don't know me from a bar of soap. I'm just going to make up a persona and get myself into conversation. That helped a lot when I moved from my small hometown to Brisbane, because I was in a massive city where I literally knew like 3 people, and it was a great opportunity for me to do that. If you're someone who's introverted and has had a very similar experience to me, I would love to hear the interactions that you've had in the past. Leave a comment down below. I'm sure someone who is young and wanting to get into the game, but they're too scared to start conversations with people, will find it very beneficial. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!